Should we read the Wicked book?
Yeah, I have a copy actually.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I've been wanting
It's
to read it.
supposedly extremely different.
It's extremely different. It's also extremely dark and
Yeah,
twisted.
no, it's extremely dark and twisted. I've heard the things about it, but it's pretty short. So I feel like we could totally.
No, it's not. It's
Okay.
huge.
Oh.
The copy that I have is so thick, and I actually was gonna start reading it like a few months ago. I wanted to read it like when I was in my reading era of like being a teen, like or a tween, and I was really like loving my books.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to read it. My mom was like, "There's like so much like abuse and like
Yeah,
sexual,
no, it's
like,
really bad in
weirdness
there.
that she was like, you can't read
But
this."
maybe we can go. Maybe we'll read it when you move to the city, and then we can go see Wicked on Broadway together.
Totally, that
And
would
then
be
we'll
fun.
go watch the movie, and then we can compare all three. I think that could be really cool.
That would be fabulous.
Oh, there goes
actually.
Dog because she saw her mother. I think
That's
that could be
fair.
really cool. I saw Wicked once my freshman year. I got tickets row E, an aisle seat for like $100 because it was like an hour before, and apparently it was a matinee. It was a Wednesday. It was the closing show for like 5 cast members, like the Elphaba,
Oh, really?
the Glinda, Fiyero, like Nessa, like everybody. And I was like, because everyone was.
You guys are putting it all on the line here for me.
No, literally, it was standing ovation. And I was like, "Are you guys doing this for me?" I was like,
They knew
I
you
was
were
coming.
there.
Yeah, they knew I was coming, so they were like, kind of like, "Let's make it special," which is great.
That's nice of them.
I know, right? Yeah, so sweet. Okay,
Guys,
wow.
welcome back to Read It and Weep Pod, episode 3. We are talking about Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights today.
Yeah.
And the recent adaptation directed by Emerald Fennell, which people have a lot to say about. I have a lot to say about. I don't think the people are going to like it.
Oh my god.
But
because we haven't even really talked about this. Should we start with the book?
Yeah, I think we have to start with the book because the book and the movie are so different.
So different.
So different.
But yeah, actually they're just so different.
And I think we have to take both because both we can appreciate in different ways.
Both are totally appreciative in different ways. Is that a word?
Yes.
Appreciative.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
I don't know if it was
used correctly.
Yeah, the right
it definitely
context,
wasn't, but I feel like.
But I'm getting what you mean, and I'm getting the vibes, and I think everybody can get the vibes.
Thank you. If you can't get the vibe, listen. Like I can read. I read Wuthering Heights. I think it's like what 370 pages or something like that.
Yeah.
I read that. Last time I said I was on chapter 3, I completely had to start over because I can't read. As we know, I'm dyslexic. So I had to reread this book, and I read it in 5 days.
Mhm.
And this is hard to read in 5 days.
It's-
This is not an easy read. It's not like I need to read actually one specific part of it, which really threw me for a whirl.
It's pretty dense language-wise. It's Old English. What are we gonna say? You know?
And I can barely read regular English, so it's quite a turn for me. It's wuthering, not withering.
Yeah, please. Withering kills me. I'm like,
Where are you
guys,
withering?
where's the eye?
Do you see an eye that I'm not seeing?
I think
I
it's
don't
because withering is an actual word and wuthering is
It's
the
not.
name.
Yeah, because it's a name of some place. I can't find it, but I swear to God, it literally was not English at all. Like I never experienced something so little English in my whole life.
We have so many pets here right now.
I know everyone's here. Hey
Everyone's here.
guys,
Hi Pixie. Hi
Kitty's
Molly.
here,
Hi,
and the 2
Moose.
dogs are here.
Let's talk about the book.
Let's.
So it's Emily Brontë, of course, of the Brontë sisters.
They're
She's
sisters.
yeah, she's one of 3 sisters, I
And they're
believe.
all authors?
They're all authors.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Oh, actually, I want to Google because I can't remember which book Anne Brontë wrote. She's the least famous, I think.
Sucks to
But
be
Emily,
Anne.
I think she wrote more books than Emily did. Charlotte is the most famous because Charlotte wrote Jane Eyre,
Oh.
which I've never read either. But I
No,
need
but
to
I've heard
read
a
it.
lot about it.
Anne Brontë. Yeah, I've never read any of her stuff. She wrote The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. Never read it. But I was going to take a class about the Brontë sisters. And unfortunately, shout out Tony, professor at Fordham.
I have a Professor Tony too.
Yeah, he was cool. He was a great vibe. And the class looked awesome, but I'm a very regimented person. And on the first day of the thing, he was like, yeah, so syllabus, subject to change. Like, I could just create a new project and, like, it could just pop up at any time. And I was like, no.
I can't do that.
I couldn't. I was like, I actually plan out my entire schedule like weeks and months in advance. So like that's never gonna work for me. But
But I appreciate it.
I was like, thanks for the heads up. Because like that would have killed me.
Yeah, that would have been bad if you didn't announce it
Yeah.
later.
But shout out Tony. And I hope
Thanks,
he he probably did see the new Wuthering Heights. Or he's probably going to.
Yeah.
And I would be really curious to like hear his take on it. Because Wuthering Heights was in the syllabus. Like
Oh,
we were gonna
really?
read it, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I also originally read this book in high school.
I did not.
Shout out Mr. Sefik.
Oh my god.
Port Jeff School District. Yeah, we read it in that class, and it was kind of like COVID times, I think, or like pre-COVID kind of vibes.
It's junior year, right?
Junior year, yeah. And
That
I
means
remember,
Nella's
like,
probably reading it this year.
probably is. Does she have
Yeah.
Sefik?
Yeah. But she's in oh, you were in advanced.
Yeah.
I was in special. Yeah, she's totally reading it this year.
Oh my god, she's in advanced English.
Oh my
That's
god,
crazy.
yeah, she is.
Love
she's
that.
in advanced. She's a junior. She's in all senior advanced classes,
That's awesome.
right? Go her.
I remember not loving it in high school. I don't recall it being one of my favorites of like classic literature.
I feel like in high school I was never even able to appreciate what we were reading in general.
Okay.
Like I had to reread To Kill a Mockingbird. Like
That's my favorite.
I had to reread all of them afterwards because I could never appreciate it in the moment.
Yeah.
But then rereading, I'm like, oh my god.
I had ones that really stood out to me. Like To Kill a Mockingbird has always been one of my favorite books of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked actually 1984 when we read it. Did you read 1984?
No, that's one with the yellow eyes.
Uh,
The cover. Or something like that?
no. It has like an eye on it. There's multiple versions of the cover.
Yeah, but the eye is yellow, is it not?
no.
Can I see the cover of the book?
Not the one that I read.
What's it about?
It's about. I actually just reread it
Is it the
recently.
plague?
It's the one with like Big Brother, and they're like in this kind of like dystopian sort of society. It's kind of giving like fascist regime, like almost like where we're headed as a
I was gonna
society
say,
right
I feel
now.
like that seems a little.
It was super. I read it a couple months ago because I just feel like it's really topical and like actually so scary. Where basically the government controls every single thing that you do. Like
I honestly wouldn't
they're
be shocked if
watching
they
everything.
tried to ban that.
oh,
from
I
our
think it's
school
on.
systems.
I think it's on a like a banned book list.
Oh, thank God. The
1984.
squirrels after.
Oh, you know what else I liked a lot? It's like this one.
Oh, that's not what I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of. I think it's called Yellow Eyes.
It's called Yellow Fever.
Oh yeah, no.
No,
I know. I can picture the book you're talking about.
I'm picturing the book cover. I'm just not picturing.
Yellow Face.
Really?
This one.
No,
Oh,
it's not even what I'm talking about.
great.
Search out book cover with yellow eye.
The eye itself is yellow. Book cover
Yes.
with yellow eye.
Let's see what we're looking at. No. No. The eye itself is yellow. Like, you know when you have liver failure and your skin turns yellow and your eyes turn yellow? It's like that.
Yellow Fever. You're
Yeah.
talking about Yellow Fever.
Is it yellow fever?
Yeah.
Can I see
I
it?
just saw the cover of it, but now it's not here.
Okay.
But
well,
I did see the cover, and I'm Yellow Fever
book cover
novel.
with that word.
Oh, Fever 1793.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of.
We read this in 7th grade. We read it with Miss Philippi. I liked that
Shout
book a
out
lot too,
Philippi.
actually.
Look at that squirrel going ham on the bird food.
Oh my god. He's like doing gymnastics.
Quit it. Okay, back to Wuthering Heights.
Yeah, let's go back.
My first impression on the book is everyone had the same name. I don't know if Emily Brontë just like had a crush on someone named Catherine in her life, but there were 3 different Catherine names.
Yeah,
there
we
was
should go
Catherine-
through the whole family tree.
Yeah, there was Catherine Linton, Catherine Heathcliff, and Catherine. What was her maiden name? Edgewood.
Earnshaw.
Earnshaw. So it started off Catherine
there's-
Earnshaw, then it went Catherine Linton, then
Well-
it went Catherine Heathcliff because Catherine
Heathcliff is. Wait a second.
Wait, no, I think she just wrote Catherine Heathcliff on the wall because she wanted to be
Yeah.
Catherine Heathcliff.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Wait, but
I'm like,
there's multiple. Okay. So we have Big Catherine, right? Who I'm gonna
Big
call.
Kathy,
She dies in childbirth.
Margot Robbie, Big Kathy.
No,
Yes.
her mother in the book.
Okay, so there are 3 Catherines. In the book.
There are
They both
3 Catherines in the book.
They both
and
died during childbirth.
who I'm going to call OG Catherine. That's going to be Margot Robbie. Margot
Okay.
Robbie is OG Catherine, even
Okay.
though Big Catherine really is
It's
the
OG
original.
Catherine. Okay, so there's Mama Kath.
Yeah. Big Catherine, we never meet her.
Never. She just died in
She
childbirth.
dies in childbirth, giving birth to OG Kathy. Margot Robbie, if you saw the movie.
So keep that in mind. Everyone who's named Catherine is also named Kathy, and they never really
Yeah.
distinct who we're talking about.
Yeah. She is born Catherine Earnshaw.
Yes.
Margot Robbie.
Margot.
She then gets married to Mr. Linton. She then becomes Catherine Linton. They have a daughter also named Catherine Linton, also goes by Kathy.
Yes. But the only distinctive part that was really hard for me to get for that at the beginning is at the beginning you open up with Mr. Lockwood.
Yeah.
Coming onto the estate. Basically he took over.
He's renting out.
He took over the
Grange.
Grange, which is where, isn't that where Linton's lived?
Yes, I think so.
Well, he's
But
renting
it's like
out.
we go past and present.
Yeah, without distincting it, because we have two narrators, Lockwood and Nellie. Nellie's also Ellen Dean. Did I know that Nellie was a nickname for Ellen? No.
Not a great job at explaining that. Also, I totally could have zoned out because sometimes I zone out when I'm reading / listening to a book, but I don't recall us like really getting introduced to her because originally Lockwood is the narrator, right? We're like, getting introduced to all these characters that he doesn't know. He's coming in as an outsider, which like provides like a weird sort of like skewed perspective on who all the other characters are. We have no idea who anybody is or like what their relationships are because he's
and we get a brief thing about who they are, like how Kathy, young Kathy, like how when he's introduced to her, she's a widow, and then her cousin's at the table too, right? Or her cousin's at the table because it's her mom's nephew. Which one is it? Hindley's at the table.
Hindley's her brother, though.
No, Hindley. No, Harrington.
Hareton.
Guys, I don't know.
Okay,
anyways,
let's go through the family tree just to get everybody, because I think I could possibly do this from memory.
Okay, thank God.
So we have big Catherine Earnshaw, the mom that died in childbirth. She then has her husband also, Mr. Earnshaw. They have Catherine, Margot Robbie, OG Kathy. Then she has a brother, Hindley Earnshaw.
Which is important in the book.
That's really crucial in the book. He's a big catalyst for the repeated cycles of violence and abuse that occur that are central to the narrative in the book.
Because there's a lot of abuse and it's very important. So trigger warning for abuse.
Yeah.
Don't read the book if you can't sit through that because there's a lot of it.
There is. So then we have, let's go through like the Earnshaw side and then we can go to the other side. So they live on Wuthering Heights, I'm pretty sure. Right?
Yes. So there's Wuthering Heights, there's
Thrushcross
Grange, and there's another one, like Terrence. There's three properties.
Okay. I literally didn't know about that.
I believe so. There's.
I'm not questioning you. I'm
Grange,
blindly believing you.
I think there's like something Terrence. I don't know. Anyways, they live in the shittiest one, essentially. They live in like the womp womp, like, you know, like dirt on the floor, whatever. And then the other Thrushcross Grange is like gorgeous, like fantastic, phenomenal.
Which like I didn't realize that until I saw the movie. So
I don't think it was as bad. Like I expected their house to be somewhat of like our houses, like where it's a house, you know what I mean? Opposed to then the other one where it's like we're going into like the houses along Belterre,
right,
with the view of the water. You know what I mean? Like I thought it was like that was the distinct, like it wasn't as insane as it was in the Okay, anyways, so Catherine marries young OG Catherine, Margot Robbie marries Mr. Linton, and they have a kid, Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
Then Hindley marries.
He marries. I think her name is Frances.
Yeah, she's not really. They're not really relevant. She's not really relevant.
She's not relevant.
Didn't she also die?
Yes. Yes, she did.
Everyone gets sick. Oh my
everyone
God!
Gets sick.
Take
Everyone
care of
dies in childbirth.
system.
Like
everyone.
It's really
Margot kind of killed herself.
Yeah, she did.
Which is a whole situation. It not necessarily in the movie though. Okay, so that's that family tree. They have a kid though. Doesn't Hindley and Frances have a kid named? That's the kid that's at the end.
Hareton Earnshaw.
Yes. So she has Harrington, which is very crucial once again in the book. But Hindley never exists in the movie.
Yeah, which is a whole
situation. Okay, then you have the Lintons.
Right.
You have Mr. Linton, then you have Isabella Linton. Isabella's his sister. Isabella marries Heathcliff.
Yeah, who we didn't even introduce or talk about yet.
We didn't even talk about Heathcliff yet. Heathcliff is. They have. kid?
Isabella and Heathcliff.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
What is that name?
Linton Heathcliff.
Okay, so once again, everyone has the same mother name. Linton Heathcliff, because it's her maiden name, Womp Womp. Then Mr. Linton and OG Kathy, which is Margot Robbie, they have a kid also named Catherine.
Yes. Catherine
Kathy.
Linton. Young Kathy.
Young Kathy, Catherine Linton.
Yeah.
That's about it for the family tree. Then you have Heathcliff. And then there's Nellie, Joseph. Nellie, who's Ellen Dean, who I will never reference as Ellen Dean because
she's the central narrator of the book because Lockwood comes in and then he like wants to know about, you know, the family that he's like living in their home. And she's been their like housemaid servant kind of vibe.
Since she was a kid herself.
So she kind of grew up alongside Kathy.
Well, OG. she's Kathy. Kathy's like OG Kathy's main caretaker. So it's like if Catherine needed like a glass of water, like Nellie was there to fetch it. But when they were kids, it was more of like a friendship, and then it turned into more of like Catherine's like actually insane, and here we are, and now they're just like my servant. They're all really insane. They all have crazy tempers. Every single one of them. Yeah. They're so dramatic. She's like, I won't get you a glass of water, and Catherine's like, I'm dying. I'm absolutely parched. Yeah. Like, oh my God.
Although I gotta say, like, there's a really interesting character. Like, I have a lot of commentary to make about the casting choices and like what how they chose to characterize these people, because I don't recall in the book like Nellie being kind of freaking evil vibes.
Well, because she wasn't in the book. In the movie, she was put as more. Well, okay. We're gonna be skipping around, so hopefully you read or whatever, or you need to read and watch it in order to understand this podcast. Yeah. But in the like when Catherine dies at the end, because Catherine dies halfway through the book.
The source material.
Yeah, please. Like Catherine dies halfway through Wuthering Heights in the book.
Yeah.
In the movie, she dies at the end, so it starts at the end. In the book, they focus more on like the. I want to say they focus more on like the abuse and the not getting along.
The book is like not a romance, and that's a whole thing like I want to open up as a discussion as well, as like the marketing in this movie I feel like it's a little bit off, and that's part of the reason that people have so many problems with it, is because like it's very much marketed as a romance, which I would argue that the movie is a romance. The book is not a romance. The book is the romantic tragedy. Yeah. But it's mainly about violence and abuse and classism and racism. So,
speaking of, Heathcliff in the book literally said it has dark skin, dark eyes, dark hair.
Yeah.
Let's look at Jacob Elordi really quick.
One of the biggest issues that I have with the film.
Because they take Heathcliff in and then he starts basically being treated like a servant almost.
Yes. And the thing is too, is like, because they don't ever specify what race he is, like, but we know that he's most likely of mixed race, and that's why.
I'm pretty sure they said he was somewhat mixed.
Yeah, that's why, like, when because Hindley, basically the dad takes him in, and he like pulled him in off the streets. He was like living on the streets. He pulls him in, kind of raises him like sort of as a son. But Hindley, who's 5 or 6 years older than Catherine and Heathcliff, he finds it a lot, like he finds it very easy to sort of push Heathcliff down to the levels of servitude. He's very abusive towards him. He's very nasty towards him. And I think it's very classist, racist, it's motivated.
Which is also, I think, partially why, because they didn't care about marrying their cousins. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, she would have married Heathcliff if given allowed. But I think that his race played a big part of it. And I think we're losing that in the movie.
100%.
Because I think it was like, in the movie, like, he definitely is part of, like, the servants. Like, 100%. Like, there's a total shift. But also, in the movie, the main abuser is Catherine's father. It's their father. They basically
rolled, like, Hindley's character over into the dad, which is fine.
Which is fine, but I think that when the dad dies, like, I feel like that's when Hindley really takes the abuse.
100%. 100%.
Of it all.
Because then he becomes the head of the household.
Yeah, and he goes on like a power trip essentially, and it gets worse.
Yeah.
But I think, like that's kind of really it on Hindley. Like I think I would have liked to see it, but I get like with what they had to do, but also like in the book there was no. I think they kissed once, and she was on her deathbed. And the ending really got me. We were all sobbing. I want to go see it again. I can't even lie to you right now. I really want to go see it again. I think when you separate the two, book and movie, I think it's really good.
100%. I was gonna say, I know a lot of people are gonna be upset with this movie, and like, I think it can really help you as a viewer to like enter the experience as one having an understanding of Emerald Fennell and like what she does with her
Yeah,
movies.
100%.
Sometimes that style is not for you. She tends to do like shock for the sake of shock value, and like if
Yeah.
that doesn't land for you, then you're not gonna enjoy this movie. Like
No.
she's the same director as Saltburn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you didn't like Saltburn, like please be expecting like a similar vibe.
It's giving that like thriller dark. I mean, it's giving like it's dark romance, it's thriller. It's giving like A24 like it's giving like the same vibes as like how like Hereditary and Midsummer were filmed to me. Like very
I
much
didn't
like
watch
you
either
have
of
to
them.
okay, they're like psychological thrillers. Like you kind of
Yeah.
have to pay
No, I know
attention
what they
to
are.
see
Just
what's
like I
going on.
can't. Also think if you're going in thinking if you're well, no.
Okay.
If you're going in thinking it's a romance, you'll be semi-satisfied, but you'll only be semi-satisfied if you haven't read the book.
Yes, yes.
And I also think that if you're going in hoping for a respectful, loyal reenactment of the book, you're also going to be heavily dissatisfied.
Very.
So for the average viewer, I would not recommend reading the book and then watching the movie.
I think that I think the articles were right when they said that. I think they just said it a little too late.
Yeah.
Like
shout out New York Magazine. That was definitely
no, it was the right choice, New York Magazine. Thank you. However, I wish you came out with that like a bit sooner
a
because
few weeks in advance.
we are not like I work 4 jobs. Grace commutes to the city every day, working her 9 to 5. She's gone from like 6 to 7, and like it's a 350 plus page book like
of dense English
language, and like we were able to get it done. But
I did the audiobook, so
I did a mix because the audiobook, so the woman reading it, beautiful woman, great job. I didn't know what she was saying. I had to look up at the beginning. I had to look up summaries to understand what was going on because of how many different names there were and how many different plot points there were.
We had to really work out the family tree.
Yeah,
that was confusing at first.
Once we got it, I want to say once chapter like 7 or 8 hit, I started understanding fully what was going on, and then part 2. I completely understood what was going on because that was all about young Catherine and
totally
and whatever. But you got to go in separating the two. You can't go in thinking that they're the same.
Yeah,
they're not.
They're not at all. And like the elimination of characters completely changes the dynamic of the story. Like there's a whole section in, I think it's volume 2. It didn't separate in my audiobook, but I'm assuming that it is volume 2, where basically the children. So we have the children.
Yeah, volume 2 is the children.
We have young Catherine Linton. We have Heathcliff's son, Linton Heathcliff, and we have Hareton Earnshaw. Now, there's a whole ploy with Heathcliff where he's trying to get the property under his name. So he's now forcing the children to get married. Okay, so this is a whole thing in itself, and it didn't even exist in the movie at all.
No, because we stopped at Catherine's passing.
Right.
Which in the book,
it's crucial to the plot. I feel like
I have to agree.
Heathcliff is now trying to he's on a revenge tour. That's what this book is. He's on a revenge tour against everybody who's ever wronged him. And he, Catherine's dead. That's not enough revenge for him.
No.
He's like, you're gonna haunt me forever, like blah blah blah.
Well, she said herself that basically the whole book is two people that loved each other couldn't just grow up and love each other. That's literally what the problem was in the book, is they had so much and neither of them cared. She was like, I would marry you if you were poor. Like, he is poor. Marry him. I don't really understand. But she was also she met Mr. Linton, and then 2 weeks later, literally was like, I do. So it was very quick moving because she loved the glamour essentially, but she was I feel like she was very torn because she was like, she's like, I love Heathcliff.
Yeah, she was definitely being tortured by it, but it's societally in that time, it's like you're expected to marry for money. Like she's marrying for the money, she's marrying for the looks, which I have a whole commentary. First of all, I gotta say, the casting of Mr. Linton was done abysmally.
He's a good actor.
He was not the right fit.
But he was not the right fit at all.
It's literally crucial to her decision that he is handsome and rich. Now, let's just think about, so I guess we're doing colorblind casting here, right? Like we're doing like sort of
We had to-
colorblind casting.
yeah.
That's kind of what's going on
Yeah.
here. Except we're kind of playing with race in a way that's like not exactly working for like
Mhm.
what's true to what the author had written.
Yeah. Like, it's not like a Hamilton moment.
No, it's not. And I just feel like, why are we putting a white man in a role that's meant to be for someone of mixed race? And then we're putting the person of privilege, who is most definitely white in the novel, we're giving that to a brown person.
We could have totally switched the two of them
100%.
and stayed true to the book more.
100%. Now, I get why we've elected Jacob Elordi to be in this role. He's a heartthrob. I get it. That's
Stop.
part of the allure. I understand, but we're not being true to the book. And it's
No.
just like hard for me to kind of like reconcile those two things.
Yeah, I think, yeah, for sure.
So there's that. I'm seeing a lot of criticism about the movie, which I fully expected. It's honestly impossible to kind of do like a modernized adaptation of, not that it was modernized because it was in the time period, but I just mean like stylistically and whatnot. It's just impossible to satisfy everyone when you're adapting a classic. But to those that are like really angry about it and like having these major issues, I just say like there's genuinely like 30 plus adaptations of this novel. Watch one of those.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, watch
like,
one of those.
Also, the thing that I feel like I have to understand too is like adaptations, they're adaptations. It's
Totally.
not word for word what's gonna happen. Like, would I say this was based on it, like based on a story.
Right. It's a reimagination of the characters. It's a reimagination of how their love story could have gone. It's not necessarily any less tragic than it is in the book. It's just tragic in a different way.
Yeah, it's definitely tragic in a different way.
But yeah, I think if you're not an Emerald Fennel fan, like you're never going to be satisfied.
You're
with
not
this.
going to be satisfied.
And I just feel like that's something you have to
Understand.
and accept.
Sorry.
To all my haters out there. And I'm not saying that this movie is above criticism because I have plenty of criticism for the movie. But yeah, like I just think we need to like let it go. And if you're going in knowing it's not for you, then maybe don't go in.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go into hate, you're just going to waste your money. I went in and once I separated the two,
right.
I genuinely liked it. I like that style of movie. Like I loved her directing choices. Like I that's just like what I am typically drawn to, like as a watcher, as a viewer, as an audience. So like I was happy, but was I happy going in with the casting choice? No. And I'm gonna say something that might get me canceled. I don't think Jacob Elordi is that good of an actor. I think he plays the sort of an asshole in every realm of movie that he does. I've heard a lot of great things about Young Frankenstein. Frankenstein. I will watch Frankenstein, I promise. But I do think that this acting was good. I do think that this acting was pretty good from his other stuff. But also, as an actor, like you're constantly learning what to do. You know what I mean? Like if you're always put in one specific role your whole life and you don't know how to do other roles, like that's how it is. You know what I mean? Like you'll learn. I feel like he's learning. I feel like he's improving himself as an actor. But I think he's eye candy, and so is Margot Robbie. They're eye candy.
Yeah, I will say, like, I love Margot Robbie. So, like, I have a lot of bias, like, in this movie, too. Like, I will watch anything that Margot Robbie's in. I love her.
And I'll sit there with my jaw agape.
Genuinely.
Always.
Like, she's fantastic. I think she did a great job in this movie. Like, even with kind of, like, the elements that she was battling, where it's, like, the writing's not, that's the thing, too. Like, Emerald Fennel is, like, she's got the vision. The vision is there. And it will be gorgeous and stunning every time, and it will make you have questions, and it will elicit reactions from you. Like she can do like the grotesque. Again, this is when I say like she does shock for shock value. Like, and she does it well. So there's that, which like I can appreciate. I think visually it's really stimulating, but the writing is not necessarily her strong suit. I think we could have stayed a little bit.
She wrote it?
She wrote the screenplay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm almost 100% certain. Wait, let me just Google to be sure before
I
I
didn't know she
before
wrote
I
and-
criticize the writers and it like turns out it's not her.
I didn't know
But
she
I
wrote and
think
directed.
I searched this up already. Did Emerald Fennell write Wuthering Heights? Yeah, wrote and directed.
Okay. Well, listen, I don't know. Go see it. You're gonna like everyone's gonna have like, but I think it's smart to separate the two of them, like the book and the movie.
And
I
you
think
need to like genuinely be okay with that. Like not like saying like, oh, I'm gonna see it and like hopefully it changes my mind. Like you need to go in knowing what to expect, kind of.
yeah, like we went in knowing that
I
we
went
were
in
gonna
very much prepared for like this is not gonna be anything.
yeah, and I think that helped us a lot.
100% because I was able to like I think when we watched People We Meet on Vacation, we were it was hard for us to enjoy the movie because we were so
In love with the book.
yes and hoping that it was gonna give us the representation that we were looking for.
Yeah.
And we didn't know otherwise. We didn't know to expect something different.
Yeah, well, because they were. It's also the way that they market it. Like they marketed this and said, do not read the book
Yeah.
or separate it. So we did. But like people we meet on vacation, they were like, this is it,
Yeah.
and we're like, oh my god, yes, and then we're like, oh,
No.
oh my god, no. All right, let's go on to some plot points just for time's sake.
Okay.
In the book, Heathcliff marries Isabella. Both in the book and the movie, he marries Isabella Linton, which is Catherine's sister-in-law, essentially,
mhm.
for revenge on Catherine.
Yeah.
Because she went off and married Mr. Linton, and
In the book, it's also a power play over Mr. Linton. He wants to
yes.
make because he knows Linton hates him, so he wants to now. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna marry your sister now."
Yeah, so it's a total power play.
And we also we need to like also talk about the fact that women have no power at this time.
None.
So like if she's in the will for this is part of the reason why he tries to get the kids married and all that too. If she's in the will to inherit Thrushcross Grange, that right immediately goes to Heathcliff upon marriage.
Yeah.
So he now has the rights to the estate.
Yeah, because women had nothing. We had nothing. We were child bearers.
Yep.
But so basically, in the both, that's why he marries Isabella. But in the movie, he directly goes to Isabella and is like, "I'm marrying you to get revenge on Catherine," and he's straight up with it. And she's like, "Okay," because he's gorgeous,
right?
Stunning. I mean, me too. I'd say okay. And then so he brings her over there. She's still at the beginning. It's still very abusive. Like he's abusing her. But then, like when Nellie goes to pick up Isabella in the book, Isabella almost is fine with it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she was literally chained up like a dog, barking.
Yeah,
And then
which
Nellie was like,
weird.
Nellie was like, "Do you want to come back with me?" And she was like, "No," and she was smiling, like she was enjoying it. Is there also like, then we're getting into abuse? Like, will people do that to like protect themselves, and you know what I mean? Like, or they're scared, they're like they really love me. Like, there's a whole situation, but like, it was a whole big thing for no one to talk about again after that.
I know. That I will say was one of the like choices in the movie where I was like, this is I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, I didn't know how I felt about that either.
And the fact that it was just like completely brushed over, like
that's what I didn't like. It was like
know.
we did something huge, and then we were like, "All right, like see you next round."
And it's like
And
that's
I don't
a
think it was ever
point where
addressed
like
again.
no, it wasn't. And like then it goes really quickly from that to back to the tragic romance with him and Catherine. And it's like, well, we're skipping over the fact that he's like really a repulsive individual for this behavior.
He was really repulsive in the book, but I also believe that with race incorporated in the book, every time Heathcliff, I feel like, acted out for the most part at the beginning when he was being painted as a monster growing up, someone else was doing the exact same thing, but only Heathcliff was getting the blame.
Mm-hmm.
Like when him and Linton would get into like they got into like fist fights.
Yeah.
And then it was like Heathcliff's a monster, Heathcliff's insane, but like Linton's doing the exact same thing. And same thing with growing up. It was that again. It was like
right.
So I think that had
Hindley's
like a really
abusing him and like
yeah. I think that had like a really big part of it that we once again skipped over in the movie. But like also like Heathcliff was abused growing up by like the father, so it's like whatever. Anyways, we skipped over like the whole abuse thing, which I at that point it's like don't even include it because now I'm like, you don't really know how that is. But then Heathcliff has Isabella write in the movies, has her write Catherine letters on her deathbed. Essentially, he doesn't know it's her deathbed, but he just wants to get in contact with her. He's like, she
Yeah.
can't ignore me forever. She can't ignore me forever. Nellie, who's evil now in the movie, takes
Yeah,
the
which
letters
is
and
so
burns
weird.
them. Doesn't give any of them to Catherine. None of them go to Catherine. So it's really tragic for me, at least. I thought it was pretty tragic that in the movie, Catherine and Heathcliff never got their closure, because in the book, Heathcliff gets word that Catherine's sick, goes there, and they talk, and like he holds her, and it's like they kiss, like it's like basically the closure that they needed. And he was like, "I've always loved you," like she, and it's basically like, "Why didn't you love me?" And it's like, "I've always
Yeah.
loved you. You've known that. Like you know that. Like don't lie. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're aware." And then
Yeah.
in the movie, there was no closure because he got word that she was deathly ill, got there, and she was already dead.
Yeah.
But I think the beautiful thing about one of the scenes right before he goes in and sees her laying there is that Linton walks out and Jacob Elordi, like Heathcliff, is standing right there. And for the first time ever, like they got along. Like Linton literally goes, "I'm sorry," because
Yeah.
he knew how much Heathcliff meant to Catherine. Like he knew it was like she said, she was like, no matter where I am, like he is a part of me. He is in my heart.
Yeah.
Like he is me. Like she says that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that, I mean,
Like
the way of her dying is
something about
also
the
very
souls,
different.
like his and mine are the same.
Yeah,
That line.
yeah, which is a beautiful line.
It's.
And it's heartbreaking considering the circumstances of it all. But also like,
I want to look up the exact.
yeah, please.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was moving on.
Oh,
So
okay.
I just want you to get the quote in.
I can't type. Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same, and it's in the book.
It's in the book.
It's
and
in the book.
They brought it into the movie, thank God.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was just really beautiful. But I think that in the book they don't show as much of their connection as they do in the movie. In the movie, they really draw upon like them growing up together and their love for each other,
Yeah.
which they don't in the book.
Yeah, I
as
was gonna
much.
say, like, and maybe that's a fault of my own, that like I was kind of confused in the beginning and I like didn't really know what was going on because I couldn't quite like get the context. So maybe that's my fault, but I just didn't quite like wrap my brain around how close they were as children, how bonded they really were. Like we knew that they kind of had like an affinity for each other, but I almost thought that that was born out of like both of their resentments toward Hindley. Like I thought they were kind of like just bonded because Hindley was so evil, and like they were kind of the same age. Like I didn't get the sense that they were like, oh, besties for the resties kind of vibe. Like and that makes it feel like in the book that their undying love for each other like is sort of random. Whereas I do think the movie, particularly in representing like their bond as children, you really can see that they have a strong connection.
A very strong bond.
For me, that made his behavior that I couldn't forgive in the book more redeemable. And it helped me understand like their relationship. It didn't feel like it was coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Yeah, agreed. What else is there to talk about? It's definitely much more sexual in the movie.
Yeah.
Because
but we knew that was
we
coming.
knew it was coming because they only kiss once in the book, and it was on her deathbed.
Yeah, and there's also like a whole side plot like in the movie about like they're fully having an affair while she's married, which kind of is not how it goes in the book.
Which Nellie completely snitches on. Which is, it's not how it goes in the book. Isn't it just letters? Oh wait, no, that was when they were.
The thing is, because the death happens like late, like she lives longer. Like basically, in the book, I'm trying to remember, he like comes to her and they have that moment, but she's already dying.
Yeah,
when they have that.
Yeah. Well, they don't talk because he ran off with Isabella, and he didn't talk while they were gone. Like they didn't know where they were, and then it got word when they got back after like 6 weeks or something.
Yeah.
About it, but I think something that also needs to be addressed is her death in the book and in the movie. in the book she dies during childbirth, but she starves herself.
Yeah.
She's so upset because she cannot talk to Heathcliff that she starves herself. She refuses
Yeah,
to eat.
and Edgar's like kind of harassing her, being like, I can't believe this. Like, you have to. They get into a fist fight. She's like, he's pissed that she has feelings for Heathcliff. Like, Heathcliff wants her to choose him. Like, it's a whole thing. And
It's a
she's
whole
like,
thing.
she said, let me lock myself in my room for 3 days and starve.
And starve whilst I have a child. And the child was born
Right.
premature, right? I think it's 7 months.
Oh, I don't remember.
I believe it was a premature baby. But no matter what, she died during childbirth. Like that's just how it is. That's how it ends. But
Yeah, and then her storyline is over, and she's haunting Heathcliff for the rest of his life. He's like,
yeah, because she says something. She's like, "I will always haunt you." And I'm like, "Oh my god, do you love him or do you hate him? Do you loathe him?" Loathing. But in the movie, she dies because she has a miscarriage. She tells Nellie that she has a miscarriage. Nellie's like, "Stop being dramatic. You're overreacting." Leaves her for like a week essentially.
Mhm.
She's growing more and more pale, growing sickly, growing ill. And then all of a sudden, Nellie goes to check on her, and her legs are like, she's having, what's she going through? Sepsis, I think it was, or something like that.
oh, I don't know.
She was going through like the aftermath of when I mean, talk about abortion rights now, 2026. You know what I mean? A lot of women are going through this, and it's like scary because they weren't doing anything about it. They were like, "Oh, you're fine, you're fine." To the point where she was like, "I'm literally," like she was dying. To the point where they found out so late that when they got the news to Heathcliff, he couldn't even get there in time to save her. And then I think what was really sad at the end too, when Catherine was dying, was that Nellie was like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean any of this." And she goes, "You did, but it's not your fault," or something like that.
Yeah.
Like she blamed her, but then she was like, "But it's okay." Because I think that it's like almost like Catherine felt so trapped that that was also like her way out.
Yeah.
Like she felt so trapped because in the movie they were having an affair, like her and Heathcliff, and then Nellie finds out, Nellie snitches on her, and then Edgar's like, "I forbid you to see him forever." And Nellie's throwing out the notes, so she genuinely thinks that she will never see the love of her life again. And I think for her it was
Yeah.
better to die than it, like it's Romeo and Juliet. It was better to die than to be without.
Yeah. Yeah.
The children actors were fantastic as well. It was the kid from Adolescence
Yeah.
and some gorgeous little girl who should
That
totally go into
girl.
modeling.
Yeah, she's so cute.
She's adorable.
Yeah. Imagine playing a young Margot Robbie.
I'd be like, "Oh my god, thank you,
Literally.
thank you."
Literally.
Um,
I also want to talk about the soundtrack because this is part of where my bias comes into. Like, one,
fantastic soundtrack.
I love Charlie XCX. So, like,
Always Everywhere.
dude, that song is everything.
Always Everywhere. I think it's a beautiful.
Plays during the credits. It's gorgeous.
I
That
think
song.
it's what did I say? It's ethereal,
Yeah.
euphoric. It. I have Grace and I were saying I have not walked out of a theater in a while, and genuinely wanted to continue to pursue my career from it after. You know what I mean? Like
I
I'll watch
felt renewed.
movies. I'll watch movies and I'll watch TV shows. I'm like, "Oh, this is good. This is good." I genuinely was like, "This is literally what I want to do."
I really appreciate like how like I really appreciate when a movie really feels like a movie. Like when it's not rare, but when a movie makes me feel transported, like that
Yeah.
is really an experience that like actually can't be replicated. It's like when you come out of the theater and you're like, "Whoa, like I got a new lease on life."
Yeah.
That's how I felt after watching it. And a lot of that can be attributed to the visuals, like honestly.
For sure. For sure.
So
100%.
that's why I almost think that like this movie is able to transcend all the critiques that I have, and I'm still coming out of it with being like, wow, I actually really enjoyed that. Because like from a strictly like viewing experience, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
So that's
I thought you
basically
were gonna continue on.
I was thinking about it and then I was like, honestly, no, let that be my thesis. Like let that be my thesis.
I agree. I agree. Let it.
Because I also feel like it's rare that like I do have so many critiques of a film and it's still able to like I gave it like a 4.5 stars
I would also probably give it a 4 or 5.
because I was moved, like genuinely moved.
Honestly, I hate to say it, I would give it more than that.
Okay.
I would probably give it like a 4 or 3. I love that directing. Like I love it. I loved the costume, but like I'm also like I love the costuming, I love the directing, I love the set, I love the scenery,
Mm-hmm.
I loved what I mean. Like
I love the shots, like
yes,
you get like a grotesque shot of something like sensorial that's like kind of makes you uncomfortable, and then you have like a really gorgeous shot of like super close up on Margot Robbie. She's crying. First of all, the controlled tears are like unbelievable. She every time she's crying, she has freaking identical tears running down like each of her eyes. Like I don't know how she's managing to get them so like
perfect.
symmetrical, but she's got a talent for that, I'll just say.
She's fantastic.
She's unreal.
I think that it literally I think it was beautiful. I know there's so much criticism with it, but I think if you separate the two,
it helps a lot.
I think it helped, and I think you would like it a lot more.
And you know what? I'm going to just say, like, in terms of the discourse, like, people are going to use this movie and people who are fans of this movie as an excuse to belittle their level of intelligence. And they say, I beg you to engage with the source material. You only like this movie if you're incapable of reading the book. That's not true.
It's not true at all. We read the book.
We read the book, and I like the book a lot, actually.
I felt pretty incapable of reading it at first.
But you read it,
but
and you understood it, and we got there.
We got it.
And it's not to say that I'm not a book girly. I 100% am. I was an English major.
I was not.
Yeah, but you're a theater girly, so you like know the classics too.
Yeah, I had to.
And I just like I don't want to hear that argument. Like
it's a bull argument.
Watch the 1939 version of Wuthering Heights. Like
the thing is, what we all have to understand is what I feel like I'm also still understanding is no matter what with an adaptation, it's not going to be word for word. I think it's like I said before, the marketing of it all. If you're telling me that it's going to be almost just not to All the Boys I Loved Before. What was The Summer I Turned Pretty? Mm-hmm. I read the books and I watched it. I think that was fantastic. I think she did a really good job of doing what she had to do with what she was given, but that was also a series. Like you're turning one book into a series so you can get those details in. You're turning a 370-page book into a 2-hour movie.
And with that, like Jenny Han was alive and involved in the creation of the show. She's the actual author, so she has
a big say.
100%. And she wrote the original source material, so she is representing it true to the story.
Yes.
If someone's taking over a story that wasn't theirs, they're taking their own creative liberties based on how they may want the story to play out.
It's how it goes.
An altered version.
Point blank. I don't know. Do you have anything else to say?
I really want to be so firm on the fact that people are like intellectualizing like not liking art or things that they deem like not intelligent. It's all about this sort of like hierarchy in intelligence levels, level of work you're willing to do, like how authentic you are.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just not into it. People are allowed to like things, and that doesn't diminish their level of intelligence.
No.
Because you can see that we're doing critical thinking. We're allowed to have two opinions that may conflict with one another and have them at the same time.
It's kind of like life.
Like,
it's how it is.
I can see and validate the criticisms that this movie has, and I can also enjoy it at the same time.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean like I'm any less smart or any less educated than someone who is pissed that the movie isn't like the book.
You said it perfectly.
Thank you. So I just really want to stand on that. I want to illustrate that as that's my thesis. That's my thesis, okay?
Write that down.
Take notes. Because the entire discourse on the internet is going to be split if you like it or if you don't, and you're an idiot if you like it. You're a Colleen Hoover girl, whatever. You're not a book girl. You're illiterate. You're part of the illiteracy crisis in this world if you like the movie. That's the general consensus that I'm seeing. And then, people that want to go into the movie just to hate on it because they think they're holier than thou because, you know, they want it to be true to the classic. It's like, just read the book and be happy then.
Yeah, if you're going into hate, you're just gonna have a hateful life ahead of you.
Don't engage with an adaptation that you know full well is not going to be what you want.
Why would you go to McDonald's and order a cheeseburger if you don't like cheeseburgers?
If you're on an all salad diet.
If you're a vegetarian, why would you go get a cheeseburger?
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Don't do it. Okay? Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Even if some opinions are wrong. We're all entitled to them.
could still have an opinion even if it's
You
wrong.
still have an opinion, even if it's wrong.
I'm not wrong though.
There's really rare chances I think we're either of us. I think there's rare chances when either of us are wrong.
In our opinions, we're pretty
correct.
We're pretty dead on.
Always.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10.
And like, even if I am
9.5.
wrong, I'll flip the narrative so that I'm right.
Exactly. I'm never not wrong.
But here's the thing about that is like, I like to kind of like preempt if I'm wrong. So like, if I think I could be wrong, I'm just going to put like an acknowledgement out there that covers all my bases and being like, I don't have the credit to say this, but like, this is kind of what I think. But like,
Yeah.
I'm covering my ass before anything even
Before
happens.
anything, yeah, before like
So
shit hits the fan.
therefore, even if I am wrong, I already called it. So I'm actually right.
Exactly.
Because I called that I was going
Because
to
you
be
called
wrong.
that you were going to be wrong. Boom, mic drop.
100%. You can always work around it. You can
Yeah.
always find a way to come out on top.
Yeah, I think that's all I have to say on Wuthering Heights. I'd say the book was a very dense read. I think I liked the book though it was a dense read. We have another dense book in our repertoire to read.
Yeah, what is it? I can't remember off the top
I
of my
don't,
head.
but we shouldn't even say. We gotta let them guess.
Yeah.
But it's already a movie. It's a 2007 or 2008.
Oh, yes. It's not as it's later written than
I'm not even eating lunch with them.
it's written later than this one. So it's not as
Okay.
difficult language-wise, but it is still like a
Yeah. And we have a couple easier books in between. Our
Yeah.
next book, hint, is currently a TV series, a very popular TV series. It's about 350 pages as well.
Mhm. I have to do some reading on that one today.
I know I have work and then I have to come home and I have to pack. But I'm bringing my book to work because during closing,
Perfect.
we might just Sunday like go home.
Love
You
it.
know, take your time to yourself. Don't take your time to come in and try on dresses.
Totally.
But I'm really excited about our next read because she's already watched. We might have 2 special guests. At least we'll have one.
We're definitely gonna have
They
one
have
first
already-
guest appearance. So
They have
exciting.
already read the series. They have already watched the series,
Mhm.
and I have not because I've been putting it off. I have so much going on. Like I can't.
You're
so-
gonna love it though.
I'm really excited. I have the book. I'm going upstate tomorrow, so I'm hoping to get through like.
I have probably
good chunk
like
of it.
100 edits of the stars of this show saved in my TikTok favorites.
I don't because it wasn't on my For You page because I didn't watch it or read it. But now I'm starting to read it and I'm enjoying it. So I'm
Also,
excited.
our special guest has like I picked my favorite of the 2 stars.
Mhm.
Love them both so much,
Love them.
but I have a favorite, my preference. That's my man.
Okay.
And our guest,
Which one?
the brunette.
Okay.
That's my man.
Okay.
And our
yeah.
guest's man is the blonde.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so we represent everyone. But
I'm already from like an outsider's perspective. Mine is the brunette.
okay, see,
Like
I thought I was in the minority, but like I don't know if I
No.
am.
I don't feel like you. I feel like no. That's like also my man. I've also seen him do more press things, and he's funny.
He is funny, and he's like loving it. He's having the time of his life.
I know.
Can you guys
Like
guess?
it's giving Renee Rapp like
Totally.
like
they just like
unhinged. As
no
hell.
media
I need them
training,
together.
like-
I need them together.
them together.
Not like in a relationship,
No.
obviously, but
Yeah,
like I
that's not
need
gonna
them together, like in an interview.
Totally.
That would be so funny. Should I write to like BuzzFeed or something?
Yeah,
I'll
we
write
have
to
a
them.
genius idea.
Genius
Put these
idea.
two together.
Crazy marketing idea,
'Cause
and then
that's
put
kind
me in
of
the room too.
Like I loved to see her do. I forget what they did press for. Oh, for Mean Girls the movie. Her
Oh my
and
God,
what's his face? Chris Briney.
Chris, oh my god, it was so funny.
They were like a good duo.
Yeah, they were good.
I like when she's like around a straight man and they kind of like she's
Yeah.
not feeling hatred towards them.
I also
you know?
love that. Oh wait, I can't say that because that'll give it away. Anyways, tune in for next week. It'll probably come. We're on a pretty consistent like
Yeah.
book a week dropping an episode, so I
Yeah.
feel like stay tuned for around this time next week.
Also, like
and-
I'm off work tomorrow, so like I could probably get this podcast up tomorrow.
What?
Happy President's Day.
Happy President's Day. I'll be upstate. Okay, tune in next week. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Leave your Wuthering Heights like commentary in
Oh
the
my God.
comments.
Let us know what you
I'm
felt.
open to hearing your potentially wrong opinions. Like,
I'm open to hearing you
and
being wrong.
while you're in there, like, subscribe, leave a review on Spotify or Apple. Maybe write a review, leave us 5 stars. It actually is really helpful for us. I think it
actually boosts it.
Yeah.
So do it.
Please do it if you
Thanks.
love us.
Okay.
If you hate us, do it too. You could leave a bad review if you want. Just give us 5 stars and then you can shred us to pieces.
Yeah, give us 5 stars and be like, these girls are so silly and dumb and they don't know what they're talking about.
They
But
suck.
just give
They
us
have
5
wrong
stars.
opinions about Wuthering Heights.
Just give us 5 stars because I'm going to give you 3 stars if you do that.
I'll like your comment even if it's a hate comment.
I'll reply back. I'll text you personally and we can talk about it.
We can hang out.
All right.
Love you guys.
Love you. See you next week
See
for our
you
next book.
week.